Hi, dear friends, welcome back to Cars and Bikes by Sharath. Reborn Renault 5 is all ready for new adventure. A stellar concept car can often be a challenge to turn into a production version, with real pressure to deliver something close to the show vehicle. That's been precisely the case with the reborn Renault 5, presented here in the Mini and Fiat 500 rivaling form that you'll be able to buy in the UK this autumn. The 5 is a baby AV with a choice of battery sizes, seating for 5 people and a boot capacity that's the equal of many larger Super Minis. And having been walked around the vehicle in the studio by Renault design chief Gilles Vidal, we can confirm that the production 5 looks every bit as stunning as its preview concept. The production version sits on a fresh architecture called AMPR Small, developed by Renault Group's Ampere AV division, and renamed from its original title, CMF-BEV. The platform has been conceived to support pure electric vehicles, but to help cut almost a third from the development bill, engineers made heavy use of the front end of the petrol and hybrid-powered Clio and Captur. With an overall length of just 3.92 meters, the 5 is compact. That makes it longer than conventional city cars such as the Hyundai i10 or Fiat's 500, but shorter than pretty much any modern Super Mini. Renault says the 5 is 9 cm shorter than a Clio overall, but that the wheelbase is only 4 cm shorter. Unusually for such a small vehicle, its standard wheel size is 18 inches, a key way of delivering on the concept's promised stance. The biggest visual difference on the production car comes at the front, where Renault's design team has played around with the headlights. The final execution references manga comic characters to help give the 5 even more of a facial expression, something that the car builds on by winking one of its eye-like headlights towards the keyholder as they approach. Renault has retained the distinctive air intake motif on the bonnet, another nod to classic small Renaults of the past, such as the 5 and the original Twingo. The modern reinterpretation isn't an intake at all, but instead a display that can show charge levels and indicate when the vehicle is plugged in. The side features the same hidden rear door handle as the show car, and a slightly higher roof profile than the Clio. The 5 is 6 cm taller, while at the rear, Renault has dropped its usual logo, still present on the nose, and replaced it with the company's name and a specific 5 badge. Customers in continental Europe will be able to buy the 5 with an entry-level 94 bhp motor, but UK buyers are expected to be offered just the 2 more powerful options. With 121 bhp or 225 Nm of torque and 148 bhp or 245 Nm, we will get both battery options, though 40 kWh with the 121 bhp motor, and 52 kWh with the 148 bhp unit. Renault UK plans to offer both setups across a wide variety of trim levels, allowing drivers to pick a better spec-ed version with the shorter range battery, if it suits their lifestyle. The 148 bhp or 52 kWh combination will be the initial launch spec. The brand says that this setup can take the 5, which weighs just under 1,500 kg in big battery form, from 0 to 62 miles per hour in less than 8 seconds, and 50 to 75 miles per hour in less than 7 seconds. The top speed is 93 miles per hour. Renault has yet to issue any official range figures, beyond saying that the small battery addition could manage around 186 miles or 300 km per hour between charges if used in town, while the 52 kWh version should be able to travel up to 249 miles or 400 km between charges. The smaller battery gets 80 kW DC charging, while the larger pack can be refilled at up to 100 kW, which means a 15 to 80% top-up can be achieved in just under half an hour. A heat pump is likely to be standard on all UK versions, and the car and battery can be preconditioned via Renault's smartphone app. In addition, all UK models should feature 11 kW AC bidirectional charging, allowing you to hook up to a 3-phase AC wall box, more common at commercial premises than at UK homes. Power a device from the Renault vehicle to load, or use the car to help manage power flow within the network by feeding electricity back to the wall box, vehicle to grid, a feature that some electricity suppliers offer discounts through. The 5 will have a B setting for more aggressive brake energy recuperation, but at launch, the car won't be able to be driven in a single pedal mode. Renault engineers say the feature could be introduced in a future model year update, although it would require extra hardware. Inside, Renault has aped elements from the original mid-engine Renault 5 Turbo, with an H-shaped motif on the seats. Finishes range from a denim material made from recycled PET bottles, to a vivid mix of heather yellow and grey produced from recycled fabric. Based on the cars we spent time with in a Paris studio, material quality is up there with the Clio's, with most harsher finishes hidden away in areas that you're unlikely to interact with. The entry-level version has to make do with a 7-inch digital instrument panel, instead of the 10-inch item fitted through the rest of the range. But all editions get a 10-inch central infotainment system. Inside, the cabin feels a little tight for 4 taller adults, but respectable given the 5's compact dimensions. The boot capacity is 326 liters, around 60 liters down on a Clio's, although 27 liters of that is beneath the floor, where it's all but certain to be used to store the car's charging cables. In time, the range is set to feature 3 core trim levels: Evolution, Techno and Iconic CINQ. Evolution versions will get the 10-inch infotainment screen along with keyless entry and start, 18-inch alloys, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and full LED headlights with auto high beam functionality. Step up to Techno trim and you'll get Google integration in the infotainment system, a reversing camera and wireless smartphone charging, while Iconic CINQ brings a 2-tone paint job, heated seats and steering wheel, front and rear parking sensors and additional design embellishments. 5 colors will be available at launch: white, black, dark blue and 2 pop shades, the yellow of the concept and a vivid metallic green. These finishes can be customized with a choice of graphics that will be offered at the end of the configuration process, plus there's a choice of 3 alloy wheel designs, all 18 inches. The new 5 will be built in northwest France, as part of Renault's Electrosite manufacturing base in the region. There's no word yet on UK pricing, and while Renault says the car will cost from €25,000 in France, that would be for a more basic model than those offered in the UK, and include the country's substantial electric vehicle incentives. As a result, we'd expect Renault UK to position the 5 north of the incoming batch of cheap AVS, led by Citroen's AC3, and at a more affordable point than the latest Mini Cooper electric, at around the same price as the zero-emissions Fiat 500. That could give the model, complete with the smaller battery and more modest motor, a starting price of around £25,000.